Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Musribaki bin Razi Shah. My matrix number is 24DAM 21F1014.
Okay, hi. My name is Fauzan Naim bin Buhari. My matric number is 24DAM21F1017.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafi bin Muhammad Syafizan. My matric number is 24DAM 21F1020.
So, we're going to talk about electronic instrument system application in aircraft.
So, firstly, aircraft instrument classification is divided to three. It is flight instrument, engine instrument, and navigation instrument. So, we go to the flight instrument. Flight instrument is used in controlling the aircraft flight attitude, are known as flight instrument. These are basic flight instruments such as altimeter, aircraft altitude, airspeed indicator, and magnetic direction. Okay, so we go to engine instrument. The engine instrument are those designed to measure operating parameter of the aircraft engine. They are usually quantity, pressure, and temperature indication. They also include measuring engine speed. The most common engine instrument are the fuel and oil quantity and pressure gauge, tachometer, and temperature gauge.
For navigation instruments, we have magnetic compass, which is display magnetic headings, and ILS indicator, which is display instruments landing system information to guide the aircraft onto the runway. And then we have radio system, which is distance measuring equipment, DME, and VHF, omnidirectional range, VOR. There's also clocks in this navigation instrument used in combination with aircraft speed to determine the position. And lastly, ground positioning system that uses satellite information to determine the position of the aircraft.
So, let's go to the cockpit to determine the basic flight instrument. Let's go.
So this was an analog altimeter, and this is a vertical speed indicator, and it's analog. So this is a speed indicator, and it's analog. So this is an electronic altitude display indicator. So down here we have a heading indicator, which is we can know the aircraft waypoint, which is we can set it on flight management computer. So this EADI will show you the altitude, the heading, and the aircraft position. So, and this one is a turn indicator, which so if your aircraft is turning or banking.
So next we're going to talk about electronic flight instrument. The advantage of using electronic flight instrument is the data can be easily exchanged between different instrument systems and use a basic automatic flight control. Electronic flight instrument system. An electronic flight instrument system is a system of graphically presented display with an underlying sensor, electronic, security, and software that effectively replace all mechanical flight instrument and gauge with a single unit. So the effect fitted for a larger aircraft consists of primarily flight display (PFD) or electronic attitude and directional indicator (EADI) and a navigation display (ND). So first is electronic attitude and direction indicator, also known as EADI. Is designed to replace the basic EADI, or normally comprised as an attitude indicator, a fixed aircraft symbol, pitch and bend command bar, a glide slope indicator, a localizer division indicator, a slip indicator, flight mode indicator, various warning flight. The aircraft attitude relative to the horizontal is indicated by the fixed aircraft symbol and the flight command bar. The command bar move up for a climb or down for descent, roll left or right to provide lateral guidance. The bar also show pitch command that allow the pilot to capture and fly an instrument landing system, ILS. So next is the electronic horizontal situation indicator, also known as EHSI. EHSI is to assist pilot with the interpretation of information provided by a number of different navigation aids. EHSI display can be configured to a heading indication, radio magnetic indication, track indication, race indication, wind speed and direction, VOR, DME, ILS or ADF information. So next we're going to talk about electronic centralized aircraft monitor. The state of an Airbus aircraft is displayed using the aircraft electronic centralized monitor ECAM. This normally takes the form of 2 CRT or LCD display. The upper primary display shows the primary flight engine. The lower secondary ECAM display presented an additional information including the relating to any system malfunction or its consequences. So, and the last one is the engine indicating and crew alerting system. In Boeing aircraft, the equivalent integrated electronic aircraft monitoring system is known as the engine indicating and crew alerting system, EICAS. This system provides a graphical monitoring of the engine of later Boeing aircraft, replacing a large number of individual panel-mounted instruments. So, EICAS use two vertical mounted centrally located display. The upper primary EICAS display shows the engine and parameter and alert message, while the lower secondary display provide the supplementary data including visitory and warning information.
So next we go to the cockpit to determine the basic T flight instrument configuration. Let's go. Okay, so this is the basic T instrument in the layout. So in this is aircraft. This is a speed indicator, and this is altitude, and altimeter, and the bottom is heading speed indicator. So the right side is vertical speed. So the refer to the video, the basic T is have ADI, ASI, altitude, HSI, and RMI, and VSI. ASI is speed indicator, ADI is altitude direction indicator, then altitude, then HSI is horizon situation indicator, then RMI radio magnetic indicator, and lastly VSI vertical speed indicator.
So, as we know, there is two type of indicator that have in flight instrument system, which is analogs and electronics. So the difference between electronic and analog is for electronic we have EFIS, which is all the indicator were combined in one display, which is the altitude, the turn and banking. There's also navigation display on EFIS, which is show the aircraft waypoint and the aircraft position and which path the aircraft should go. The analog indicator for basic flight instrument, they were arranged one by one. Was like in the basic T, which is the altimeter, turn and banking, airspeed indicator, and others.
So you want to talk about difference ECAM and ECAS. So ECAM are designed by Airbus and ECAS are designed by Boeing. So electronic ECAM is electronic centralized aircraft monitoring. Then ECAS is engine indicating and crew alerting system. So for ECAM, the data always display in checklist and schematic format. And for ECAS, data not necessarily always shown. Then for ECAM, the display corrective action to be taken during failure, but ECAS no similar function. That's it.